Alright, so for today's review, we actually have a double installment, the Snoopy Scarecrow alongside the Thanksgiving Scooby. Now, I do apologize for the 3-week or maybe even longer than that gap since the last review, which was, I believe, the Walmart Fashion Trios tree scene, if I'm not mistaken. And I do apologize for that. It's been crazy with the display and everything else going on with school, junior year, stuff like that. However, we're making the comeback. I have a lot of reviews planned going through all the way through November and towards the end of December. And then also we'll have the Thanksgiving and Christmas display videos alongside each of them getting at least one teaser, probably one teaser for Thanksgiving and then 2 for Christmas. We'll see. It might just be 1 for both. But anyway, getting back to the review, I believe that the Scooby has a box inside because when I shook it before, it sounded like there was a box. However, I could be wrong about that. It's also bigger than Snoopy's, so that's kind of why I feel the way I do about that, but we'll see. And then Snoopy, if you look at it, has a very similar appearance to the hanging spider as well as the Jack Skellington with the lock, shock, and barrel pumpkins. It's got the online exclusive for Lowe's type box, the same font, and then it kind of has like the flap that opens up at the top. So we'll go ahead and open both of these up, starting with the Scooby. They decided that Scooby-Doo Scarecrow was so valuable that it needed to be boxed within another box within another box. So that's great. No box art for either, but I did pay $25 for each of them. So the fact that there is no box art, probably should stop whining about it because I did get them for a pretty good deal. So I'm okay with it. As long as the inflatables are good, then we are all good. So we'll go ahead and test that out now. Should probably go the other way. It was like a brick, Jesus. I'll start out by saying that both of these designs are actually above my expectations. I personally do not care for any 3.5 foot sheep fans. I get them for comedic value, just like the Drunk Eyes Turkey. Thanks to Josh for coining that term. I don't appreciate sheep fans. Their durability is often quite weak, and their size really limits how much of an impact they can have on a display. However, I do really enjoy these designs. I think they're top quality in terms of their look. The only complaint that I have that's super noticeable is the fact that Scooby's face, because it's a cheap fan, his face, you do have that texture here from the crinkled fabric, and it doesn't look good. I don't really know if it'll fix itself over time. I'll be genuine with you. I literally do not have much experience with these type of inflatables. I say that somewhat proudly, but I also will admit that I'm ignorant to the fact. Like, I do not know. So we'll see how that works out. Personally, it's not too big of an issue, especially if you stand back here, but up close, it's definitely noticeable. Each inflatable has 2 tether loops at the bottom. So right there, and then there's one on the other side for him, and the same goes with Snoopy. They're just white instead of black for him. Now, something that is very, very noticeable is that they're both said to be 3.5 feet tall, but there's no way that both of them are 3.5 foot. So I'm going to get my yardstick, and we're gonna figure out just how big or how tall each one of these guys are. So Snoopy, I'll stand him up. So yeah, right now he's all the way up, and this is 48 inches. So this is not a yardstick, but it'll do. I would say that based off of this, and you move over to here, it's about 43 inches. So Scooby is almost at 48. He is almost a full 4 feet tall. You can see there very clearly. All right, so that's interesting. They are actually both taller than advertised. So that's good. And the fact that I paid $25 for each of them, or I kind of paid $25 for each of them, I think that's fair. You know, it's not great, but it's fair. They're not ripping you off or anything. I would definitely set their recommended price at $30 and nothing more. Like I said, they are nice designs. Snoopy has 1 LED light, by the way. Scoob has 2, so you could probably give the edge to Scoob in terms of illumination. They actually also both have medium-sized sheet fans, so that's important to take note of. We'll take a look at the back of them real quick. So you can see Scoob there with his tail. Looks really cute. And that's something that Josh actually mentioned to me because I was asking him some info on these. That is a 2020 design. This is actually 2015 Walmart. And because this is the blue Snoopy with the blue overalls, there's no tail. So, just a little fun fact. Minor details. You've got a nice Happy Thanksgiving banner that he's holding, which I like that a lot. I think the font that they chose for it is perfect. You've got your tinsel fabric at the bottom. Same goes. Actually, no. This is more of the fake hay fabric or whatever they use for their Harvest inflatables. It's got it lined around there, around the bottom, and then same thing for the other side. And then the collar, you've got your SD for Scooby-Doo. That's pretty cool. Looks good. And then his facial expression, some more of that hay material, and then his hat, and then a little graphic lattice design up at the top. For Scooby, much more plain. Kind of open up this part of his hat. Yeah, so same material here as all around towards the lower part of his body. He's got his plaid, little red pocket square, if that is a pocket square. Turn it around just so you can see the backside. Don't want to do something for Scoob that I don't do for Snoopy, but I'm sure I'll manage to forget something. So yeah, that's it for the back. Got the signature Snoopy smile, and I believe that is all. You do have the jack-o'-lantern, which completely unnecessary to put a jack-o'-lantern on the design, but it's honestly not the worst thing. It looks kind of cute, and with all the jack-o'-lanterns that are going to be in my Thanksgiving display, it'll hardly be noticeable, so nothing too big to complain about there. So I hope you enjoyed my review on the, I think originally 2015 Walmart Snoopy and the 2020 Thanksgiving Scooby. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.